שומעים אותי נושמת.
Hi, everyone. Is this working? Yeah, Amy, am I good on sound? Amazing. Hi, we're so glad that you're here tonight. We have a really special opportunity. We're going to learn from Danielle in just a few moments. It is a pleasure to see so many faces here this evening joining us for what is our usual Confirmation Academy, our high school space. So we're thrilled to welcome all of you here. I am really, really excited to introduce all of you to Danielle. I'm going to share a little bit about her, and then I'm going to just turn it right over to you, yeah? Good. Danielle Dvir is a 23-year-old Israeli who works in digital marketing as a social media manager. She recently came back from her post-army trip traveling the world and attended the Nova Music Festival with her friend Chen. When the missiles began, they fled together, trying to escape by car. Before they got far, they were intercepted by terrorists and were forced to abandon their car and flee on foot. They were surrounded by terrorists and got separated in the chaos. Danielle hid in a tree, a river, and a barn while terrorists hunted her until she was finally rescued. Without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to Danielle.
Okay, can you hear me? All right. So hi everyone. It's my second time doing it in front of an audience, and in English. So I'm really excited. Like Lisa said, I'm 23. I live in Israel my whole life. I released from the military 2 years ago. I was traveling and I found myself at the Nova Festival. Since then, my life has changed. I have two little brothers. One of them is 20, is in the military, and one of them is 18, is a senior, and is about to go to the military too, and my two parents. Right. So I guess you all heard what happened on October 7th. And I'm here to share it with you what I experienced. Okay, you can go. On October and September, it was the holiday season for the Jewish community in Israel, all over the world. We had Rosh Hashanah and Sukkot, Simchat Torah. Let's talk about before the party. It was a very special week for me. First, we had a holiday, so I was allowed with friends and family. It was a great week, actually. Celebrated Sukkot with my family in the north, and then I moved to Tel Aviv, which was a big step for me in life, to move alone. And I was really excited. I moved on October 1st. October 2nd, I went shopping for the party. I was really excited for me and for my friend. I actually got this one, this shawl. You just put it on like this. In the party, it's really nice, good vibe. And that's it. The rest of the week, my family came to visit me in Tel Aviv. Like I said, holidays vibe in Israel. It was really nice. And then on, sorry, I had to mute it. So on Friday, it was the festival, the big festival. We were really, really excited for it. It's 3,000 people were coming to that event. Me and another like 30 of my friends were there. We celebrated one of our friends' birthdays. It was nice. I went with Chen Almog, my friend. My brother took me to our house, and then we drove all the way to the south to the south. I actually didn't know that the party was next to Gaza, but I live in Israel my whole life, and first of all, if you do a festival, um, it needs to be approved by the authorities, and it was approved, so I wasn't panicking or stressed about it at all, even when I knew where we're driving. Um, and so yeah, we just got there, went to, we got some tents because it was overnight festival. Um, just hanging out with friends, and actually that night the main stage was open late, and we thought this is our biggest concern that night, but it wasn't. So when it opened, we ran, and we were really happy it opened, me and all my friends, and this is actually my only good captured memory from that night. I didn't take any pictures because I wasn't on my phone because it was so amazing. So yeah, we ran to the main stage, dancing, good vibes, good people, everybody's smiling and loving, and just the best night you can imagine. It was a trance festival. This is how it looks like. Just everyone is happy and having the best night of their life. And then 6:30 in the morning, the music just stopped. They stopped the music. We didn't understand why. I'm sorry, it's a little hard to. Yeah, I guess you understand. They stopped the music. I thought for a second that they stopped the music because, I don't know, like electricity problem. So I was just like waiting for a few minutes and waiting for them to turn up the electricity. And then the police officer came and he said, Tseva Adom, which means red alerts, missiles are above you. And what you need to do in a situation like this is stay on the ground. It happens a lot in Israel, so we are kind of used to it. Not kind of, we are used to it. So you need to lay on the ground and with the hands on the head, in case the rocket is hitting the ground and it's exploding. So that's what we did, but we weren't stressed about it at all because we have the Iron Dome. You know what it is? Yeah? All right. So it protects us, and we were just, people were waiting for it to stop, but I felt like something is wrong because there was like thousands of rockets above us, and it's not like the normal thing in Israel. So I felt like something is wrong, and I told Chen, let's go, let's take our stuff from the camping site. We took our stuff and went to the car. I drove. Called my parents immediately and told them what's going on. A lot of rockets above our heads from Gaza. I don't know what to do. They told me, Dandush, like my nickname, go to the nearest kibbutz and go to find a bomb shelter. And then I told them, I don't think so. I just, it will be better if I just drive all the way to the center of Israel. I'll speed and I'll go back home. Like, what are the chances that rocket will hit me? We have the Iron Dome. It's all good. Not really, but yeah. I took that option. My dad asked me to to send him Chen's number, and I also thought going to. I have cousins that live in En Shlosha, which is a kibbutz near Gaza. They also had terrorists invaded their kibbutz, and they were hiding in their איך אומרים מקלט? Shelter, yeah. In their shelter with their 2 babies for 12 hours. So lucky I didn't go there. And just a bunch of rockets above our heads. I took Chen, went inside the car. I started driving. I went past a lot of cars to go to the road quickly, as fast as I can. And then, because I wanted to go back to the center of Israel, according to the maps, I had to turn left. But suddenly, when I got into the crossroad, it was blocked. I didn't understand why, because like not long ago, the police officer just told us, drive home safe, take care, protect yourself. And suddenly they blocked the road. It's just weird. It was weird to me. And then I had to turn right. I opened the windows so I can hear what's going on. I felt like something is wrong, I guess. And then again, they blocked us. Also when I turned right. Now I know to tell you that that the people who blocked the road was terrorists. So lucky I had more cars in front of me. And I was waiting in the car. I don't understand what's going on, trying to understand. And then somebody ran between the cars, and he was shouting like, terrorists, terrorists, run. So I took the keys and Chen, and we ran east, because I thought if the terrorists are coming, and of course after he said that, a massive shooting, like gun shooting occurred from there. And I took her with me. We ran east to the sun, because if terrorists are coming, it's either from the party or the road or Gaza, and we didn't understand what's going on. So east was the better option for us. And we started running, and after something like 100 meters, I don't know how much is it in miles, but Chen stopped from running. She just stand in the place and was on her phone and looking at the road, like she wanted to go back to her car. I didn't understand why, because there was shooting there. But I was screaming to her, and I'm getting farther to run, and she's not coming, and I scream to her, and like they're getting closer to us, the terrorists, and she's not coming. So I decided to go without her, and I was talking with my parents on WhatsApp. He said, "Where are you at? Don't go near Be'eri. Take a shelter." Of course, they didn't know. They tried to help me from. I can imagine how it to be a parent to a kid that is in a festival like this, in a situation like this. So I had to save myself and leave her behind. So I ran. I lost her around. So I had to turn in the beginning. Here it was blocked, so I turned here. The terrorists came from here. And then we ran. I lost Chen, and I started running towards like a hill. And when I was here, I saw this road, and I thought maybe I should run to it, because the terrorists were behind me. And I thought maybe it will be better if I'll just keep running fast, and they will not get near me, and I'll find a safe place to hide. But then I started running, and after a few hundred meters, gunshots from the front, and then I understood they are everywhere, and they're surrounding us. Lucky there was a few people that ran in front, so they got shot before, and I had to run the opposite way. I had enough time. And then I ran all the way here. I didn't know what to do because I couldn't go here because I know they're in the road. I didn't know how they're getting so fast to us. It was not clear to me. So I just ran here, up the hill again. I couldn't breathe. My heartbeat was so fast, I thought I'm gonna pass out. I was alone since I lost Chen. So all the actions I took were only, it was only my decision. So I kept running to that field, and it was really hard to run there because there was holes in the ground. You can't run there like a normal person, you just fall because, thank you. Yeah, a lot of people fell there, and it was terrible. That's why everybody kept running like this area. And I decided not to go with them because the terrorists were everywhere, and I already experienced that, and I don't want to go with everybody because nobody knew where to go. And I had to save myself. I wanted to see that people are safe and then do my next step. So I was running and calculating my steps. I did like 2 steps, jump, 2 steps, jump between the holes. And I was listening to my heartbeats, and I was like my breath, like my breathing was the same as my my running too. I was a fitness instructor in the military, so I can run. It helped me, I guess. Not guess, I'm sure. And then I ran. I had this one, the shawl I bought that week, and it's green. So I thought my the best option for me, it will be to hide and catch a breath. So that's what I did. There was orange trees field there, so I took the shawl, and I also saw a big truck that took like 15 or more people on it, and I was for a second about to go on it, but it was so packed, and there wasn't enough space for me there. So I stayed at the trees, and I don't know what's going on with those people. Like, they might not be alive today. I have no idea. So I found the thickest tree I could find, and I took the shawl, put it on me, and I hid in a tree like for 30 minutes, trying to reach everybody. The reception wasn't working because they disrupted it. And then I suddenly Chen answered me, and she said, "I'm super far," and I said, "They're disrupting the service." Sorry, right? She said, "I have no way to get to you. They blocked us." I said, "I'm alone." She said, "Danielle, you have to go with him, like on the car," and I have no idea, like, where is he? It's one of our friends. And she said, "Danielle, I have no way to get to you." And I texted, "Where is he?" And she didn't answer after it. Um, and then like all the when I was hiding the tree, I see people from the party going past me, and they didn't see me, so I felt safe for a few minutes. I relaxed myself, and um, my heartbeat was okay to go. And after she texted me this, I thought, like, what should I do? Maybe I just I don't know, stay in the tree. But then was quiet, like super quiet, no guns, no gunshots for like a minute, which is a lot in that situation. And I felt really scared because I thought it's either everybody's dead or they all they all gone, like no, like silent, like horror movie silent. And I thought my options are it's or they're coming and they see me in the tree and they kill me inside the tree, or it's they're see me in the tree and taking me and sorry that you need to hear it, but raping me and then taking me as a hostage. Um, or they will go past me and hopefully God will save me and I don't know, I'll stay alive. But the chances it will happen are not that high. So I decided I don't want to die in a tree. That's super lame, and it's not like me. And I don't want my parents to see me, to hear that I'm dead inside a tree. And again, it's lame. So I decided to go. I tried to listen if somebody's getting close and stepping the dry leaves. But again, silent. I felt a little safe. I do it as quick as I could and went outside the tree. I saw people from the party between the trees. It was like lines of trees, and suddenly two of them moved in front of me. I ran to them, I went past them, and then I just ran as fast as I could. After I catch my breath, I had like energy to move. And I just kept going with the road. I don't remember like what the road was just like this. Everybody's walking, and the shooting is behind us. And sometimes you can hear the shooting not only from behind us, from different areas. So you have no place to hide. So basically, all you do is every tree or bush you see, or every hole in the ground, you just think to yourself, this is going to be my. If they're coming from here or here, where I'm hiding. You need to like always think where you're hiding all the time. So I ran till I got to a crossroad in that end of the road, and I saw friends there, some friends, and we saw a police officer, and he told us, I don't know how to tell you this, but terrorists are everywhere. They got into the kibbutzim. They invaded Israel, and you can't hide. You can go. You just need to hide here, exactly where we are, and the military will come to rescue us. All right? Like, this is insane. We, as an Israeli, I cannot imagine a situation like this, never. So I was immediately taking my friends, and we went to a farm that was there. We went inside a farm, we saw water, we drank, and then it was like about 80 people in that farm hiding, which made a lot of noise. And all you think about when terrorists are coming to get you is that you want to stay alive, and noise, it's not a good thing. You trying to stay as quiet as you can, and not stay with a big group of people. So me and another six of my friends, guys, we had an idea. We opened the maps and we saw a dry river that is leading to a base, a military base. So we thought maybe we should just go outside the farm, go inside the river, and then walk, run to the inside the river to get to the base, and then ask for shelter. Was our best chance at that time. And so off we go. We're going outside the farm. We're running into the river, and then when we're running to the river, I see a road not far from us, and by that time we understood that the terrorists are coming by vehicles. In the beginning we didn't know that, and that's why they got really quick to us. Again, you need to understand, like, this scenario is not something that is imaginable to Israelis. We have the military. We all serve in the military. We know how it works. It surprised us. Like, we cannot imagine. I thought in the beginning that it was maybe like one terrorist, three terrorists, and that's why we couldn't understand at all what's going on. So we understood they coming by vehicles, which means we cannot get near roads. They will just see us, maybe hear us, and then shoot us inside the river, and we have no place to run. You see, it's all open. It's like a range. It's like so easy to kill people in that area. You cannot hide. After the festival, they were looking for bodies for a few weeks, and they found bodies everywhere, in caves, in the fields. And then when I was in the, just you can understand like the picture. So we got inside the river, and I'm telling them, like, guys, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't know, something inside me felt it's not right. And I decided, and we decided together to go back to the farm. We sat there for a few moments. We were really exhausted and scared. And we went back to the farm. And when I was running, I was talking to my parents. My mom called me like a Jewish mom. She was really, really stressed, and she called me and like, who are you? Who are you with? And I'm like, I'm alone. I'm running, and guns. Like, she can hear the shooting. And then she started like, what? Are you alone, Danielle? So I hung up. And then she understood, she needs to text me. And I cannot breathe. I'm running, Mom. Please. So again, I sent her my friend's number, and she texted me around 9:30. Dad's heading south. Hashem will help and protect you. And I texted her, tell him not to come. There are kidnapped people and stuff, hostages. Tell him not to come. And again, she asked me, where are you at? I said, in the field. She said, I called him, are you alone or are you with people? Keep it cool and try to find a shelter. And then I texted her, I found friends, and Kai, another friend, Dad is on the way to you. Hashem will help and protect. Be somewhere safe. Being very positive and trying to make me feel better. It's nice. Love her. Yeah, it's insane. I cannot imagine like how it's to be mom when you know your kid is running from terrorists. But this is the reality, unfortunately. So yeah, I was in the farm and I was talking to my dad, and we have an app on the phone which shows my location. I heard already that you in the United States have it, right? Yeah, but in Israel it's not that common. It's not common. It's not something we do. Like my friends thinks I'm super weird that we have it at home. And now older parents, because they heard my story, older parents downloaded the app, and now all my friends hate me. Yeah. Yeah, he got to where I was, to that farm. And his story is also super interesting because when he got to the south, to my area, kinda, they blocked him, like the police, of course, because they don't want any civilians to get hurt. And it was a battlefield, like terrorists everywhere. They didn't know where they at. They were hiding. They even some of the terrorists got to more the center of Israel. They were looking for them for a few weeks, I think, until they cleared all of Israel from terrorists. They came from the ocean, from the land, from air. I saw at the party, how do you call it? Paragliders, guys. I saw one coming, and I was like at six in the morning. I was like, who wakes up this early and does this, like does yeah, that. Super weird, but okay. Then I understood it's terrorists, but all right. Yeah, he picked me and four of my friends, and that's it. By 11:30, I was safe with him in the car, safe. I felt safe only when I got home, but yeah. What? Oh, 5 days after the festival, there was a project that called Children of Dawn, that they came to film me and my story, and I convinced my dad to join me. It was a surprise for him. So you can watch just his part. No, she heard I'm running. I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
So that's my story from October 7th. I was really lucky. Um, I took the best options I had for what I experienced, and it kept me alive. Um, every place I was hiding or going near, people were killed. Even in the beginning, when I was in a car, I saw a bomb shelter in the party area. Actually, we have in Israel bomb shelters in case they're doing it, because they were and they are still. Um, but it was full with people from the party already. It was packed, so I decided not to stay there. And now we all, if you don't know, people were, everyone that was inside the bomb shelters find themselves murdered or kidnapped, or both, because they took bodies also. Um, and even the kibbutzim, where I was supposed to be going in the beginning, that what my parents wanted me to do, they burned the houses, murdered, butchered everyone, beheaded babies. So I was really lucky. I ran out of there and did what I did to save myself. And lucky that I have my family. Family is everything. And thank you guys for being here and listening. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, didn't mean to steal your mic. Okay. Thank you, Danielle. My name is Dar Levi Feldman, and I created Faces of October 7th because we saw what happened in North America on October 8th. We didn't have to wait a few years to see the denial. We saw it the day after, and I established it to bring as many survivors here as possible. Danielle is number 14. And we already visited. Mostly our focus is younger audiences because we understand what they're exposed to on TikTok and how bad it is, and especially campuses. We already visited 74 campuses from October, and Danielle is going to Dirksel right here tomorrow to speak with the students there. I will open it now to Q&A. I will put a QR code if anyone wants to help us keep going. We're not supported by anyone. I'll open for Q&A. I do ask to refer from any political question. It's about Danielle and her story, and nothing else.
So we do have a few people that are joining us via Zoom. So when you ask a question, I'm just going to repeat it into the microphone so that all of you can hear the questions, and anybody that's not here with us can also hear the questions. And as Dar said, Danielle is here to share her personal experience, and we'll answer questions about what she personally experienced. So the question is, how is your friend Chen?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes, she's alive. When I got home, even before, when I got inside the car, I told my dad immediately, but Chen, she's not with me. She's not with me. Her parents are they were abroad, and nobody's here, like, to take care of her or to come pick her. I was really panicking. But then when I got home, I started to look for signs from her. And then my friend told me he got a text from her later, and then noon she texted me she's home and she fell asleep. And that's why she didn't answer.
You may ask another question.
Of course.
Do you feel, I mean, I know everybody goes into the army in Israel at 18, and obviously they do different things when they enter the army, but do you really feel that your training and
So the question is whether or not her training, her military training, really helped her in survival, or was she really more of just an average 23-year-old?
Definitely. First of all, in the beginning, when they started shooting, because I heard gunshots already, I used the gun too in the military. I've been in a range to just to practice. They shot it in automatic mode. It was not like few bullets at a time, and like they have a target that they're trying to. It sounds like everywhere, killing everything they see. And when I was running, I didn't look back because I learned psychology in high school, so there is like fight or flight or freeze. And I knew that if I'm turning back, I'll freeze. And it was enough for me to hear the automatic gunshots, and I couldn't understand. I just couldn't understand why they're doing it, because it's like they don't have a specific purpose. Or I understood at that point that they're coming for us all, no matter what are you, a boy, a girl, doesn't matter. So I didn't understand that because of the military, because I've never heard that kind of shooting before.
Can you explain a bit more about that?
Yeah, in the military, you're not allowed to shoot in automatic mode because there is no purpose for that. You need targets, needs to be more like specific. We don't do it to kill. Like it needs to be like I can explain it.
It's inhumane.
Yeah.
Shooting on automatic mode, it's inhumane when you shoot. Shooting on automatic mode is inhumane. Very simple. You can't really aim to anything. You just shoot whatever is in your range. Okay? So that's why the IDF is not allowing any of his soldiers. You not even as a joke when you're with your friends in the range, nothing. If anyone ever sees your weapon is on automatic mode in the IDF, you will go to prison.
Yeah, that's why they practice a lot on being very, very like accurate in their in the targets in the IDF. And I was there. I was a fitness instructor of combat soldiers, Nachal, in the IDF, if you know. So I heard that, and this fact helped me. And also, תרגילי לשווא. It's also in the military when they practice on שטח בנוי, כן.
Okay, fighting inside
A local area?
yeah, a house zone, like a more housing zone, like a built area.
Yeah. Okay. So I was
An
just.
urban area. Thank you.
Yeah, I was just. I saw their trainings, and there is a specific run that they did to protect themselves from bullets, which is going like zigzag, which I did. What else? Yeah, a lot of and being in like shape. Yeah, it helped me, and yeah, it did. And I knew the enemy, which was the most important thing. I was never doubting the enemy, the entire situation from the beginning. When he said terrorists, I was like on it. I was super focused, and I took it super seriously, and I knew their evil is something that normal person cannot understand. I was there and I couldn't understand why they're shooting like that. So yeah, it's also very important to know the enemy and to take it seriously.
Do you think military training is going to change because of the attacks?
So he wants to know if military training, if it will change, if life in the military will be different post October 7th.
I'm not a military expert, but I think so. Yeah, and now they're doing it. It was 2 years and 8 months for guys and 2 years for girls, and now they're doing it more because of that. It will be 3 years for boys for combat soldiers, and maybe they will keep it at 2 years for girls.
I think, yeah, it depends on what the female soldiers, like, depends on the job. That will be the lane.
Mm-hmm.
But what will change for sure is intelligence, because that was a big issue. We don't know yet what is going to happen because they're still investigating what went wrong, how we were caught so surprised. But yes, it will change mostly everything.
I hope so.
There's questions
Yeah.
over there.
So I know you had mentioned that you have 2 younger brothers. Is your one younger brother serving right now?
So she's asking about your younger brothers and if either or both are serving.
Yeah, one of them is serving right now, and he was inside Gaza. I think 1 week or 2 weeks after it happened, he already went into Gaza. He's doing something very, איך אומרים, כאילו במודיעין,
Secret.
like, yeah, I don't really know.
Intelligence and modeling.
Yeah, so I don't really know what he's doing. I'm really proud of him. We were really worried, but now he's okay, and he's yeah, he's now staying at his base, and we can breathe again. And the younger one is about to sign in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Please.
Can I ask you about your life before October 7th?
Yeah.
You said that you did like 2 years abroad. Like, where did you go? And I'm wondering, have you thought about in the future if you would do that? Like, are you afraid of traveling as an Israeli now?
Oh, tell them what you told me today. Do you want to repeat the question first?
No.
Yeah. So the question is whether or not, so it's a little bit about the travel that you took prior to October 7th, and how you feel about traveling post October 7th as an Israeli.
Yeah, I'm traveling a lot. I was traveling a lot. And I was here in the United States, I was in Europe.
She was in the real United States. She was in Nashville.
Yeah. Nashville.
Nashville.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Yeah. And also South America?
Yeah, you did South
America. And I wanted to travel this year. I don't think it will happen now, but for your question, if I'm scared to travel now, I was thinking about it today because it's my first time. I just landed yesterday, and I'm actually, I felt that. Yeah, I felt that I'm a little scared, which is upsetting. And I told Dar today that I felt when I say I'm from Israel, usually people are like, "Wow, that's so nice, and you came like such a long way," and now they're like doing not that kind of a face expression, and I'm like,
Yeah, when we said, someone today asked us in a diner, do you guys still live in Israel? And we're like, yes, we still live in Israel. And you can see on his face that he's kind of like upset. And I'm like, she survived the attack. And then like, he changed the way he was talking to us, but like, yes, you feel it.
But it's not going to stop me. I'm a good person, and woo! I'm a good person, and all my friends from even the United States. When I was running in the fields, and I was this close to be dead, I'm thinking about like I have to tell my friends what's going on. I have to tell them they're not gonna catch me, and so yeah, I believe that if I'm traveling and people know me and knows I'm a good person and I'm Jewish and I'm from Israel, I think it changes a lot for them. I know a lot of people that my friends here that told me about things that going here in the United States, and they texted me about it, and it makes me feel good knowing people that knows me are I don't know, like care, yeah. So yeah, I'll continue traveling for sure.
Has there been a rise in anti-Semitism in Israel the same way there is in America?
He's asking about if you have any ability to
I'll answer it.
compare
I know.
the anti-Semitism you're experiencing in Israel to what have here.
We're all Jews.
I'll answer it because I think, sorry, and you feel free to add. Because I live in both.
Right.
I live on a plane basically. But no, Israel, the anti-Semitism in Israel comes in different shapes. It comes in the shape of terror. It doesn't come in the shape of we experience it from our peers, because most of our peers are Jewish. It's weird because you're the odd one out when you're not Jewish. Okay, so you need to like understand it's a total different experience than what you guys have seen and what you guys are accustomed to. We feel it on social media, for sure. That's when Israelis feel it. We feel it when it comes to our businesses in Israel, that people want to disassociate from Israeli businesses, as what you see on campuses here, what they call it BDS, is when they try to get the money out of Israel from different authorities, including the businesses. And so it's different. It's a very different experience. And this is part of why we're doing it, because we know what you guys are going through. We felt the hug on October 7th, not from the world, but from the Jewish world. We felt it. I know that some of you were concerned. It was highly felt in Israel. And doing this is our opportunity, or when I started it, was my way of showing you that it's not a one-way street. We are in this together, and Israel will stand with you guys when you're experiencing anti-Semitism. But it's just very different. Does that make sense? Okay.
It's a good answer.
I do my best.
Please. She's just checking in. How are you?
Not good, but it will be okay. Now I'm in therapy every week. I have a therapist. Trying my best. I learned a lot about trauma, and I'm a healer now. Doing my best. Me and my friends that are alive, some of them, we're doing our best, trying to focus on what's good, and that's why I'm here. It's really important for me, even though I never did anything like that before. It is really important. I think this is a part of my healing, and we are all had something that we felt on October 7th and after, and I think we all in this together. So yeah, I'm taking care of myself as much as I can. Thank you.
There's one over there. You, yeah.
So I'm not going to paraphrase all the wonderful well wishes that she just shared and
Yeah.
how impressed she is with you, but
Thank you.
the question is, how can we as American Jews best support you?
By being proud of being a Jew, being good as we all are, because I believe in good in this world, and I believe good will win. Even we are experiencing gaslighting right now from the world. That's how I feel, and I live in Israel with the whole mess. So I guess that live here, it's even more. It's different, crazy. So being proud, continue talking about the truth, because I'm a real person. I'm not an AI, TikTok, whatever, which they're doing a lot. Just continue with the truth, being good, and be proud of who we are, I think.
First of all, I just want to say your English is amazing. I know you said you were really nervous. It's only your second time doing it. Your English is amazing.
Thank you.
First of all,
She made me sit there to help with her English.
it was
I don't know why she needed it.
Sometimes I look at you like,
you really nailed it. But I was also, you know, you mentioned, well, Dar mentioned that you were number 14, even though of course you're number 1 here. Are you using that as a support group?
They don't know each other actually.
but
Okay, talk about support group.
no, well, actually, after Jews, Israelis, after on October 7th, I've never seen Israel like that. Like, so much support, and everybody was calling me and to see if I'm okay, and a lot of therapists were gathering together and made a new group that calls Safe Heart, which helps all the October 7th survivors from the kibbutzim, soldiers, Nova survivors, like everyone, and also the Nova, all the survivors. We have a WhatsApp group, and we share everything on that day. They opened that day. Yeah, I have a lot of support also from my family. My friends have a lot of friends that are always there for me. Also, Nova, we have a few places that they open for us in Israel. It's actually amazing. יש כאן קייטנות כזה?
Yeah, summer day camps. It's basically her
Day
day
camps.
camps.
I feel like I'm in school again, but just the fun part. You have
Tell them what you
food
did.
and
Yeah, what did you do? Macrame. What else?
everything. We had like famous singers that came to support us and like
A lot of
shows.
arts and crafts, you said.
Yeah, a lot of just a lot of support from everyone and everything, and it was amazing.
Are you able to share that, the piece of the trauma, though, with the people who really were running and hiding in the same way that you were? I know Israel experienced this as a whole, and people on different levels experienced different things, but you were very much in the trenches of it, and you mentioned trauma, and I can just imagine that being able to share that with somebody who's in a similar situation is really helpful for you.
Yeah, it's actually really different if I'm hanging out with my Nova friends or I'm hanging out with, because After Nova, we came really close. It's way different. Only they can understand because they saw it in their eyes. And even when I'm telling it to my friends in Israel, they are, of course, they're believing me, but it's not. You can't understand the pressure, the being helpless, being hopeless, being, I don't know, so miserable. Nobody will understand it, never. Um, so yeah, we are very like tight group. Grateful for them too. Thank you.
I just wanted to say thank you again. This has been an amazing opportunity for all of us. I was wondering if you could share what it's like. You're traveling now and you have friends, I'm sure, that are serving your brother in the army, but what is it like day to day in Israel? And to what extent, even for people that weren't with you or didn't experience the same things, how is like normal life going on? Does it feel different
Now or before?
now?
Now, everybody's stressed from being in traffic, that somebody will, because we live with the Arabs. I don't know if you know, but there's no apartheid, okay? We live with them. They're in our schools, they're everything, like we are exactly like them. So people are stressed to be in another terror attack again.
So I will say 1 second that there were a few other attacks, and what she's referring to is actually an attack that happened a few weeks after October 7th, when a terrorist came out of his car in Jerusalem and started shooting other cars that were stuck in traffic. So what she's referring to are real other events that happened after October 7th, and people are still freaking out about. There, I think, were 4 or 5 terror attack after October 7th.
Yeah, there was a few, but this is exactly the point, that you don't know what they're going to do. They're just not trustable, and we're living with them, which makes us really stressed. But it's so sad to say, but we're Israelis and we're used to it. Like, we have terrorists.
We normalize everything.
Yeah, my therapist is making fun of me. She calls me Danielle, everything is good.
Hakol beseder. Any of you ever heard
Hakol
the
beseder.
phrase Hakol yeh beseder?
Danielle, הכל בסדר. I'm saying something like terrible, and then I'm like, הכל בסדר, אבל. הכל בסדר. So this is the vibe in Israel, that we are really, we don't want to caught up in another terror attack, and you just can't trust nobody. You need to be really like
On guard.
on guard all the time. But we're trying our best to just live normal. Again, Israelis, we're doing it since the country, since we're there. Yeah.
We do still have hostages, and that's still a big part of the
Everywhere.
citizens' agenda.
Yeah, this is also what we're talking about a lot. The hostages, and just being stressed from another terror attack, and from the north. I don't know if you heard, but the situation there is not good. Not a good
our
days for
finest
Israel.
time. Not our finest time.
No. But הכל בסדר.
I wanted to thank you also, and as a Jewish mom, your parents must be so incredibly proud of you that you're doing this and sharing your story with the rest of us. I know you had mentioned that you had just moved to Tel Aviv on your own right before all of this happened, and I was wondering if you were able to go back. I wasn't sure, like, being on your own after going through that experience, how that was, if you were able to do, or if you're still with your family.
So the question is about the fact that she moved on into her first apartment in Tel Aviv just before October 7th, and wondering whether she's gone back, or if you're still living with your parents or some other arrangement altogether?
Yeah, actually, it was a really, as I said, a big step for me. I was really, really excited for it. So thank you that you're asking about it. No, I couldn't go back there. Gladly, my, איך אומרים, הסוחרים שכאילו, סחרתי מהם.
The owners of the house.
Yeah, they were really nice. They heard I was at Nova. They gave me the money back, but it wasn't like the. I went back home. I actually had to sleep with my mom because I was really scared. I couldn't go to sleep. I still not sleeping that well since then, and I had to go back home. I was really, really. I wasn't myself. I couldn't go outside of the house, not even for the yard. I was only in my room, maybe go down to watch TV, to eat something. Was crying all day, looking for my friends that were missing. They got killed. And I was watching the news all day. No, I couldn't go back. And gladly, only now after 5 months, I found a new apartment in Tel Aviv. So I moved there last week, but there. So now I'm here. But I found a new apartment, and it's really exciting for me. Yeah. Thank you.
Including some vacation time for herself, April 1st. She's going back. So she has a few days. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for listening.
So we're going to give our teens some time with Danielle and Dar. So I'm going to ask all of the Confirmation Academy teens if you would make your way into the kitchen social hall, which is where you typically have class. Skelly's going to come with you. Go through the lobby, please. Danielle and Dar are going to come with you, or they're going to go with, you're in good hands. You're with Skelly.
Hi, you're going to take us? Thank you.
Ethan, Danny, Andrew, if you want to go with, you can be teens. If you want to go with, you can be teens. Danny, Andrew, you can be a teenager. You can go with if you want.